Citizen you can be, being the voice for those who don't have a voice, being a representative that reaches out to other immigrants to help other immigrants.
All 25 new citizens from different countries: Colombia, Mexico, India, Syria, and the Philippines. Penhari Chai, who says she came from the Philippines 5 years ago, said it took her those 5 years to become a citizen, and she can't wait to use her rights.
Freedom of speech, religion, I can do everything that I like. And I would say some country is hard to do so.
Every person in the room had a smile on their face as they proudly received their citizenship.
We are honored to welcome you all as the newest citizens of the United States.
In Bakersfield, Eliza Navarro, 23 ABC.
And if you would like to see the entire naturalization ceremony, we live streamed it this morning. You can find a link to view the swearing in on our Facebook page. Bakersfield College is joining forces with the Kern High School District and the city of Shafter to bring college a little closer to students in the community. This week, Bakersfield College introduced incoming freshmen and their families to the early college program in Shafter. Through the program, each Shafter High student will be on a guided path toward earning college credit. Officials with Bakersfield College say the program will save students time and money and also make them better prepared for higher education after they graduate. Incoming Shafter High freshmen will be able to enroll in dual credit courses, allowing them to earn up to 30 Gen Ed units for transfer. Dozens of local artists are coming together tonight in Southwest Bakersfield, showing off their skills for the annual Kern Creatives Artists Showcase. The showcase is being held at Beacon Studios, which is on Crippen Street off Harris Road. The event started tonight at 4 and will run until 10 o'clock. The showcase features the works of more than 50 local artists, from performers to filmmakers, sculptors to painters, and much more. There will also be a children's art section, vendors, raffles, food, and drinks. Tickets are just $5 if you'd like to head out. He is famous for saying you should be the change you want to see in the world. And this weekend, in honor of Gandhi's 150th birthday, Cal State Bakersfield will host a peace festival. The festival, which focuses on Gandhi's teachings of love, strength, and nonviolence, will be held tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning on the campus lawn on Donhart East. There will be vendor booths, food, and live music, followed by a peaceful march. If you'd like to join in on the demonstration and celebrate the ideas of Gandhi, everyone is welcome, and the event is free to attend. For those of you who are fans of hitting the green, you may want to head out to the River Lakes Golf Course tomorrow morning. The Robert Park Golf Tournament will kick off tomorrow at 8 a.m. and serves as a fundraiser for Valley Baptist Church. All money raised will be used to help local missionaries around the world. Entry into the tournament is $100 per person.
Now, we're used to seeing a list of possible side effects or medication at the end of TV ads. Starting today, the first TV ad is going to tell you how much a drug costs. Kamasi Aaron looking into the difference this could make as so many people struggle with high drug prices.
It was here. I couldn't catch my breath.
A new ad out today for the popular blood thinner Xarelto. This ad is different from any other prescription drug commercial we've ever seen.
Oh, this is the ice hockey one.
We sat down with this group to see if they could spot the difference. It looked like every other drug commercial you've seen?
Sure, yeah.
On the second try, they saw it.
I was looking at the pricing. Yeah, I thought the pricing's...
Right here at the end of the ad, it shows Xarelto's list price, $448 a month. But most patients pay between $0 and $47.
I think it might scare people. They're going to, I think, take a look at that $448, and that's going to get their attention.
You're paying $448, and that there is a way to get this at this range. You want to know that.
Last year, the Trump administration proposed a rule to require drug makers to add prices to their ads. But pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson is doing it voluntarily.
We believe patients deserve a clearer picture of what they can expect to pay at the pharmacy.
Experts believe by knowing the price, consumers can look for lower-cost generics.
There's going to be some sticker shock that occurs as these ads first roll out, because people are going to be overwhelmed. I don't want to pay $400 for this.
But Kevin Flynn with Healthcare Advocates says seeing the list price could also scare away some patients from using the drug at all. They might not take into account discounts from insurance and copays.
What you need to do as a patient is call your insurance company, say this is the name of the drug, what are my benefits? What am I going to be paying?
Johnson & Johnson plans to include pricing information for other drugs in TV ads later this year. I'm Kumasi Aaron reporting.
Kumasi, thank you. Let's get back to our lineup here. Making sure that every family has access to books without ever leaving the house. The success behind a program that is making that happen. You're watching The Now. Let's start the Now news feed. It has been a controversial week for Jussie Smollett. Now the Empire star nominated for an award. He's been nominated for an NAACP Image Award for Best Supporting Actor on Saturday. Prosecutors dropped charges against him earlier this week after police say he faked a hate crime. American Airlines stopping service this week to Venezuela. The country's political crisis continuing there. The U.S. government's already pulled diplomats from the country last month. Technology uncovering the secrets of the art world. This painting, it was believed to be fake, thought to be an imitation of Renaissance artist Sandro Botticelli that was painted long after his death, but experts using X-ray technology to actually be able to determine that this is indeed his real work. Well, children who are read to at home at an early age have a substantial advantage in school over children who are not. This is according to the National Center for Education Statistics, and our Nicole Vowell has a look at the success behind a program making sure every family has access to books without ever leaving the house.
In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines, in 2 straight lines they broke their bread.
Page after page.
Nurse, he said, it's an appendix.
4-year-old Parker Curry.
What is that? Oh.
And 2-year-old sister Ava are gaining much more than just a story from their mom.
They're both pretty articulate for their ages. They're very talkative. Pat the leaves. Be gentle, please.
These 2 toddlers getting a leg up on important skills for their age.
So when they actually get into learning how to read, I think that things will progress faster because they've already been exposed to sounds that they wouldn't necessarily have heard otherwise.
They have lots of books at home. All thanks to a free program for all Washington, D.C. residents called Books from Birth.
Parents or caregivers opt into the program, and once they do, they start getting a book every single month delivered to their home.
Publicly funded Books from Birth launched in D.C. 3 years ago as one of the largest major U.S. cities to have such a program. And Richard Reyes-Gallivan says here it's a wild success.
We have now maybe over 41,000 children who have participated in the program.
Some neighborhoods have more than 80% participation.
Give the tree a little jiggle.
Parker and Ava are part of that majority, and Mom says she couldn't be more grateful for the service.
There's a lot of people who aren't able to go out and buy books for their kids. So just to have a book that's coming in the mail every single month that they didn't have to spend any money for, I think that it provides a great opportunity for some of those underserved populations. The end.
I'm Nicole Vowell reporting.
Lifeway Christian Store in Southwest Bakersfield has announced it will be closing its doors within the next few weeks. According to an employee at the store, which is famous for selling Christian music, movies, Bibles, and other faith-based items, says their Weibel Road location could close as early as June. Lifeway Christian stores aren't just closing here in Kern County, but in several other states as well. Their website says all Lifeway stores will be closed by the end of the year. However, they say this does not mean they are going out of business. They will continue to offer their items online, and they will also continue to publish books, hold events, and host church services. The Buena Vista Museum of Natural History is teaming up with the University of La Verne for the 9th annual Spectacular World of Science. The hands-on science demonstration will be held at La Verne's campus on Stockdale Highway on Saturday, April 6th. At the event, there will be live demonstrations for both adults and kids, experiments and exhibits from local students who won first place at the Kern County Youth Science Fair. Some kids will even receive certificates of achievements from Congressman Kevin McCarthy. Tickets are available at the Buena Vista Museum on Chester Avenue. All money raised stays right here in Kern County. It is a food festival for people whose taste buds venture toward the spicy side of life, and this weekend Amistoys will host the Chili Verde Cook-Off for the last time. The 9th annual cook-off will be held at the iconic East Bakersfield Bar this Sunday, March 31st, starting at 11 a.m. It's a very popular event, bringing in cooks from all over Kern County to see whose cuisine reigns supreme. There will be live music, contests, dancing, and of course, hot and spicy samples of Chili Verde. You will want to leave the kids at home for the cook-off because it is a 21 and older event. The weather is expected to be gorgeous during the contest. Let's take a live look at Tehachapi right now at this hour as we see the sun just finishing setting. Absolutely gorgeous. And I am looking forward to this weekend, not just because it's the weekend, but because of the temperatures, Allison.
The temperatures are going to be absolutely perfect. So those low-hanging clouds that we are seeing in Tehachapi right now will be sticking around into the early morning hours tomorrow, but then we'll be clearing off as we head into the later portion of your weekend. And that's all thanks to high pressure that is now off the coast, slowly going to be pushing in toward California. But right now we have been seeing some low-hanging clouds like we did in that photo, and that is going to be continuing this evening, mainly in Tehachapi as well as down near Fraser Park. But temperatures are cooling down quickly as we head into the evening. 64 degrees right now here in Bakersfield, 60 over in Taft, 50s up in the Kern River Valley, and already down to 34 degrees in Pine Mountain Club. We have been tracking strong winds in Mojave, and gusts could be reaching up to 40 miles per hour this evening, with 20 mile per hour gusts continuing throughout the afternoon on Saturday, and then conditions will be calming through the extent of the weekend. But that does mean another day of good air quality. It's going to be looking so nice out there with those blue skies, especially here in the valley. By the time you are waking up tomorrow, a little bit chilly, then those skies clearing up to 67 degrees by noon, and we'll have a high of 72 here in Bakersfield. So that is technically 1 degree above that seasonal average of 71. And we are only going to continue to warm as we head into your Sunday, 78 degrees up to 82 degrees by Monday for April 1st. And then we are tracking a dry system pushing into the county on Tuesday. This one going to be very similar to the one that we were seeing earlier this week, not bringing much precipitation to us here in Kern County, just those breezy conditions. Then we're going to be seeing that yet again on Thursday with a 20% chance of rain for us here in Bakersfield. Then temperature is going to be leveling off in those mid to upper 70s here in the valley with cloudy skies for your next weekend. Chris?
Let's start the news feed with 2 people dead at the Grand Canyon in 2 separate incidents this week. One man died after falling over the edge of the rim to take pictures. Authorities found the body of another man earlier this week. The cause of death in that situation is unclear. New Zealand's Prime Minister wants to ban military-style semi-automatic weapons after the mosque shooting, but not everybody's happy with it. 11,000 people signed a petition against that proposal. Parliament's looking into it next week. Lyft going public today, and shares put the ride-hailing company's value at around $24 billion. Now, to put that into perspective, its competitor Uber looking to go public later this year, and the New York Times thinks that Uber could be worth around $120 billion. Hawaii could become the first state to ban flavored e-cigarette, the liquid, and the tobacco. Now, the bill in the legislature right now is the state's latest effort to crack down on teen smoking and vaping. Hawaii is already the first state to raise the tobacco and e-cig sale age to 21. Menthol products would be exempt from the new ban if it does indeed pass. For immigrants moving to a new country, it can be scary and it can be overwhelming. And now imagine you move here and you want to start your own business, but you just don't really know where the first place is to go. Well, a group of immigrant women are getting help from an outreach program created just for them, and Chris Welch has the story.
Handmade tortillas.
With rice and beans on the side.
They're all ingredients in some of Sylvia Hernandez's most beloved meals.
I'm from Mexico City, so I love tacos.
Hernandez is an immigrant, and she was brand new to the U.S. a few years ago. Now, she knew how to cook, but wanted to turn her passion and skill, traditional Mexican foods, into a business. And she had no idea how to do that.
I didn't know anything about, process, license, requirements. I do not even know where the offices are located.
Enter Slavica Park.
One of the women in the program is from Durango, Mexico. One of them is from Mexico City. One is from the Michoacan areas.
She created this kitchen as an outreach program. It's for low-income immigrants who want help starting food businesses based around the cuisines of their homelands.
Everything from understanding how do you build a menu, how do you source food, how do you price it, what type of licensing, permitting do you need, what finances do you need in place to do that.
It's called Comal Heritage Food Incubator, and it is packed 5 days a week. Here, the women create their own dishes and train with professional chefs. The program now includes refugees from Syria and women from Ethiopia.
I always say that food is one of those things that absolutely transcends everything. I just really think that food is the vehicle that builds the community.
Hernandez finished the program. She now has her own catering company. But she just can't stay away.
Because I love Comal.
She still works a couple shifts a week.
This is kind of my family.
Park calls the finished product magical.
What comes out of it is nothing short of a pure magic.
I'm Chris Welch reporting.
All right, Chris, thank you. And finally in our lineup, it could be the end of having a paper ticket or even having it on your phone. The new technology to let you use your selfie to get into big events, how it can stop scalpers who like to increase prices. We'll get to that next. You're watching The Now. Imagine never having to worry about bringing a paper ticket to an event ever again, or even just having to deal with it being on your phone when you go to a big event. Annie Taylor's checking out some new technology that lets you use your selfie instead.
Could you imagine the next time you go to a concert or sporting event, you walk right in, hands-free, no ticket, no wallet, no money. Sounds better than standing in long lines.
The least fun part is getting in. You stand in line, people are searching through you. It's just really unpleasant.
That's why Mary Haskett and her business partner created Blink Identity.
So we've developed a sensor that can identify people using biometric face matching at a full walking speed in any lighting condition, even total darkness.
Essentially, facial recognition. We got to test it out in Las Vegas at a tech conference. Here's how it works. You register by simply typing in your name and email on Blink's site. Then you take a selfie, which puts your face into their database. When you go to the event, you simply walk. The facial recognition technology scans your face and gives you the green light to go in. Or the red light alert goes off, which lets security know you aren't who you say you are. And scalpers beware. Scalpers won't be able to buy tickets in bulk and jack up the prices because there's no face register to the ticket. This technology will also spot fake tickets too. Blink is still testing the technology, but they are working with Live Nation to try to bring this technology mainstream.
The whole concept is to get rid of the piece of paper, to get rid of the barcode, and just let your face be your ticket.
Blink Identity hopes one day customers will be able to link their credit card and their driver's license to their account. That way they can go wallet free. I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
All right, Annie, thank you. And as more states legalize marijuana, could delivery services be next? California is one place where delivery is happening right now, but there are other states where pot is legal, for Colorado, for instance, that are resisting. Monday, we're taking a look into how California is setting an example for how this could work in other places.
Well, coming up after the break, we're going to have one final check of our weekend weather. It's finally Friday. A look at the temperatures next. Welcome back. So we wanted to give you an update. Today was the big Stuff the Bus, the event supporting Cap K here in Kern County. We do have an update on their grand total. They were trying to collect 7,000 pounds of non-perishable food items. They collected 9,361 pounds, which is incredible. For reference, they didn't do it last year, but the year before in 2017, they collected 6,777. So it's a big difference. A big thank you to everybody who donated.
Yeah, that was so impressive and so much fun out there today. Conditions were not too bad. We are cooling down as we head into the evening hours tonight, though. 64 degrees in Bakersfield, but we will be warming right back up to the 70s on Saturday and Sunday with clear skies, warming up to 82 degrees by Monday. That will be actually the third day of 80s here in Bakersfield so far this year.
I love it. Keep tallying those up.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to do it for us on the Now. We'll see you tonight at 11. How funny. Look. Oh my God. Look.
Oh my God.
I hope it wasn't like that during the show. I didn't notice until right there at the end.
I didn't notice that either.
Because I was trying to put my phone in here and I looked up and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I was like holding it like this at the end. Like, look at my iPad because I couldn't figure out how to shut it off that quickly. It's at the top.